In the previous video, we showed you how to create a package with the software, and there was a membership package that we created. In this video, we'll tell you how to sell that package to a customer, and also how to use that package when the customer comes back into the business trying to use some of the services from that package. Now, to sell a package, all you need to do is enter the item ID of that package into the main sales screen, as if you're just selling another item in inventory, where the quantity will represent the quantity of the items or services included in the package. In this case, we will enter the gym membership package that we created into the item ID field, and we will enter the quantity of the products or services that we want to include in this package. In our case, hours of exercising in the gym, so we'll input 20 in the quantity field for the 20 hours of exercising. So there's a gym membership package with quantity 20, as in 20 hours of exercising, priced out to sell. All we need to do is hit tender, and at this point it tenders out just like any other sale out there, just as if it's another item in inventory that we're selling. And now the important thing in here is to make sure that you enter the correct customer name or phone number or whatever, however you'll be looking up the customer in entering their data, whether they're existing or a new customer. The important thing obviously is to make sure that this package that we're selling today gets assigned to the correct customer, not to the wrong one, because of course they have to come back and use it. So we'll go ahead and assign it to this customer that we've created in previous video tutorials. And now that the customer has purchased and acquired the package, let's pretend they're coming back on another visit to our business, trying to use some of their package, some of their services in their package, right? So now the customer has came back to use some of this package. So we're going to go ahead into the customer menu, and we're going to go ahead and click on customer search, add an update. Now in here we pull up the customer information again. So we'll go ahead and pull up the customer that we sold this package to, and now all we need to do is click on member packages. This button takes us to the member packages section or screen, however you want to call it. This first top table in here shows us all of the packages that the customer has purchased in our business. Right now it's only one. However, you may have instances where a customer may purchase multiple packages, so they're all going to be stacked up in here in this table. And it's showing you what the package is called, right? The expiration date, if any. Of course, that was an optional thing to put an expiration date. You may not have an expiration date if you don't want to use it. What products or services their package contains. In this case, 1 hour working out at the gym. What the package spending is based on. In our case, hours. Total quantity was 20. They purchased 20 hours in the gym, right? The used hours right now are 0 because they haven't used any, right? Remaining quantity is 20. So that's how you keep track of what they have used, or how much they have remaining. So now we say this customer is back trying to use some of this package, some of the services in this package. Let's say they're gonna do 2 hours of exercise in the gym today. So we're gonna enter some of the details of that in here in this corner of the screen. The 2 hours would mean quantity 2 in here in this field where it says quantity. The date we're gonna leave unchanged, even though this is an instance where you can pick whatever date you like. However, we leave it unchanged by default. That's today's date, and it's usual that you're doing this when they're showing up to use their service. It's more than likely going to be that day, today's date, so we leave it unchanged. But for whatever reason you need to change it, you can go ahead and do that. Now from the drop down menu, we're going to select services or products that are included in this package that the person wants to use in this instance. Of course, this is a drop down menu because this package could under different circumstances contain more than one service or more than one product to be used, so you may want to select a few in here, right? So you go ahead and select it, and then you click add, so it adds the quantity and the service or product you um, selected. So that's 1 hour of exercise in the gym is your service, and quantity 2, that makes it 2 hours, right? So 2 hours in the gym. Now if they were going to use something else, if they had more services and products in this package, you would to go back in here and enter the quantity for the next thing, drop down menu, select the next product or service, click add, and stack them all up in here, all the products and services they're going to use, right, in this instance, in this visit. Now when you're done selecting, designating what they're going to use right now, all you got to do is click use from package. This function helps you use that from their package, and as you can see, what it does is it puts it on the main sales screen to act kind of like a sale. So you're technically kind of like selling the gym usage of 2 hours to this customer, but all at a price of 0. So you're not really selling it to them, but you want to tender it out just so that there's a record in our system for this usage. So when they come back, it can all be looked up, just so that you end up with a receipt. Of course, the receipt will say $0 charged, right? But you end up with a receipt to give to the customer for their usage, for their service today. If you like to, if you don't want to use receipts, you don't have to. And you know, we'll go ahead and tender out this virtual sale right now. So there's a record everywhere in the software, even for reports and everything, like what services get used more often or not. It's very valuable to go through this and make it like a virtual sale. The one thing that it helps you with in here is all of the info for the customer will be pre-filled in this step, so you can go ahead and click no changes unless you want to make changes in the customer record, and that virtual sale is done. They used the 2 hours of their gym membership. Now if they come back to use more, or for whatever reason you want to see what they have used, what they have remaining, you go again to customer menu, and then you go to customer search, add an update. You pull up the customer in question, and hit member packages to take you to the member packages section. And now you will see that this table is somewhat updated in here with the new information, which is total quantity, that's the original, and total quantity was 20. The used quantity now is 2, they used 2 hours, and the remaining quantity now is 18. They have 18 hours remaining. And now if for whatever reason you need to look up any more details into how, what, and when they used, if this client is having a problem remembering how they used up their package, and there's some kind of a challenge to this, all you got to do is click any of these quantity numbers, and as soon as you click on it, it will give you in this corner in here, this little table will give you instances of all the times that they came in and they used the package, with invoice IDs from the receipts you've printed for them, those virtual invoices, right? With the date of the usage, time of the usage, salesperson, if a salesperson was logged in, right? The person that helped them, the item ID for the service or the product, right, from the package, the quantity, and so on. So more details. Of course, in your instance, this will be more of a full table. Many times, if you're looking at multiple uses, from multiple instances, multiple days as they were using the package, this will be more of a fuller table with more information, more instances, and of course, like most of our screens, this one can be printed to the printer, and also it can be exported to Excel like a table.